Renown distribution, focus point balance, and the skill leveling mechanics in Palia can be easily misunderstood or messed up entirely if you make the wrong decisions when visiting shrines to develop your character. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Foriam, and in today's video I'm gonna share everything you need to know, from making the right decisions with spending Renown, permanently boost your skill leveling speed, and so much more. So let's get right to it. Alright, so here we are in my base. It's a beautiful morning, 7 a.m. Just watered the plants a little bit. My seed makers are making a ton of gold passively, for which I already have a video in the top right of the screen. But let's start off with the Renown, ladies and gentlemen. This is something you can get your hands on with doing pretty much anything in the game. I saved up a little bit of Renown for this video. We have 1,000 right now, so I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to distribute it, and of course the best options for you. So if we quickly check out the quest tab, you can see that all the quests which you do in the game, or well, most of them will reward you with some Renown. So this is something you can earn by completing quests. And with accomplishments, you can accomplish the same, basically. So right here, if we make over 1 million gold in Palia, well, we get a 30 Renown as reward. When you catch bugs, whack some wheat, or harvest apples, basically. There are so many different ways how you can get your hands on Renown. In general, if you do whatever in the game, just do a little bit of farming, hunting, crafting, furniture making, well, you will make a lot of Renown over time. Do a couple quests every now and then, which is going to give you plenty you're going to need for your adventures. So that's already your answer to getting Renown. Plenty of different ways, while you also want to know how to spend it and do that properly, as you can actually mess up if you purchase the wrong things early game. The first place I definitely recommend you to visit is the Dragon Shrine, which you can commune with to boost your focus. If we open up our character inventory, you can see that this right here is our focus bar. In this case, we want to focus, on the focus maximum amount as well as the focus bonus. So if we commune with the Dragon Shrine right here, this will basically increase our maximum focus by an X amount. I'm gonna do this a couple times, but basically the more you do this, the less it will improve. I just upgraded my maximum focus to 600, which I don't recommend you to do just yet if you want to make leveling up your character in the early days as efficient as possible. Instead, we're gonna focus on another shrine, which simply brings us back to the very beginning, the starting location of Palia, which you can see on the map at the Phoenix Falls. So this is where you want to go. Yeah, we always get this notification, blah, blah, blah. But right here, if we go to the right, we have the Phoenix Shrine, which we can also commune with. So once again, if we open up our inventory, you can see that we have a maximum focus, but also a focus bonus, which is 77 right now. So I'm going to invest a little bit more in this. Now it's going to 78, but the more you do this, once again, the less the bonus will be. In the beginning, you're going to get like, I don't know, 3 or maybe even 5% focus bonus, while the more you level this up, it's only going to increase by, say, 1%. I just upgraded my focus bonus to 80%, which means my character can level up 80% faster when I actually have my focus meter filled up. So this is going to be awesome if you want to quickly level up your character, make progression much more efficient. By now, you might have already found out another way how you can spend Renown early. And this can basically be done in the City Hall, which you can find in the eastern part of Kalima Village. If we interact with the counter right here, after doing a couple quests, this is basically where you can purchase writs. These writs allow you to expand your housing space, which is something you don't want to focus on early game, as even though it seems cheap, this is going to cost you a lot of money if you plan to maximize the size of your plot. Since we are already on a pretty nice level, I'm just going to purchase as many of them as possible just for the sake of this video, but you can tell that this one also increases in price every time you've purchased a new wit. I'm also going to purchase an extra crafting license, which are becoming extremely expensive right now, but this is definitely all end game stuff you don't want to focus on early game. If we quickly check out my housing plot by pressing H, you can see that I've already purchased quite some ground. If we use the wits, we can basically purchase a little bit of extra land right here. We've got 4 more, so why not purchase these 2 right here as well as these? But yeah, you can tell that right now we have more space to build on, while I already have a pretty big mansion. So I don't really think you should worry on spending all your renown on this, as I even filled up all this area with trees right now. I plan to plant even more trees because I really regret chopping down every single one of them in the area. Let me know in the comments if you feel the same. I mean, it would have been so much nicer if we actually had a very dense forest around our base. But long story short, if we open up our inventory once again, you basically want to increase your maximum focus to 500-ish, because this is also the cap at which you can restore focus by eating food. You want to get that focus bonus as high as possible, as quick as possible, because this is where you basically get more experience every time when you do something. So if we eat some food, you can see that we restore a little bit of focus. In the top left of the screen, you can see that we still have a little bit left, but as long as there is some pink in the bar, bonus will be applied. In my case, 80%, which makes leveling almost twice as fast. So if you get this to 100, wow, your leveling is going to be out of this world. While of course it's also going to take a lot of renown to get there. Well, right now you want to know how much you can actually restore with different dishes. So if we look at the steak dinner, you can see that this one only restores 250 focus points. So that is less than half the amount we have as maximum. Same counts for the fish too, 100 focus points, 100 focus right here, 100, 275, so that's already a pretty nice dish. This one, 125, 550, so that is why towards the end game, when you start unlocking some next level dishes, you want to upgrade your maximum focus a little bit more so you can get the full benefit. Meaty stir fry, 250, veggie fried rice, 225, and if we check out the celebration cake, this one can give you 900 focus, but this is something I never recommend you to eat, as it's a super valuable dish. People literally make tons and tons of gold by selling these very items, and that's also what you want to do, because every time you craft one of them, you of course get 3 in return, so that's worth over 600 gold per craft. So never use this one to replenish your focus bar. Sashimi gives you 100, sushi gives you 300, so 500 is definitely the maximum, while if you go to the very end game, you can unlock some dishes, which of course make it a little bit higher. Now you're probably wondering, what's the most cost-efficient way to replenish your focus points? Which dish do you want to focus on? Well, in the early days, I found the hearty vegetable soup an amazing one, because this one is extremely simple to craft. Even if you use star quality ingredients, I have plenty of vegetables, a lot of spices all the time. Right now I have 148. Even if you run out of star quality spices, it will still make star quality with regular morels and only a star vegetable. This dish literally takes seconds to make. You only have to chop the mushrooms and then stir the soup to get your hands on 3 star quality vegetable soups. Every single one of them restores your focus by 150. So it's going to be very easy to make a big amount of these bad boys and have them in your inventory for snacking at all times. There are much easier ways to replenish your focus. If you already have a decent garden setup and watch some of my videos, you already know that I am a huge fan of tomatoes. Not only because their seeds sell for a ton of gold, but also because you can actually make very nice food with them. So the seed makers are the ones which I use to make the seeds. Throw these in my shipping bin for a lot of money, but I also throw star quality tomatoes in my preserve jars, because right here with any type of farming you can make some amazing food, which is not going to cost you any amount of time, because you literally just throw the veggies in here, wait for them to be ready, and that is basically it. So I always have a big amount of these pickled ones with me every time I go on an adventure. They're very easily stacked and you don't have to spend time cooking things at the campfires, let's say. While if you are super early in the game, it can also be interesting to focus on grilled mushrooms. I mean, I have 171 mushrooms. They restore 50 focus points. At the very beginning, you're going to have a very small focus point bar, so any type of dish right here is going to be interesting. For example, if you like doing my Sernuk hunt for a lot of money making. But yeah, that is basically it. Ladies and gentlemen, a big thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you found this video helpful. And yeah, if you want to add some valuable info, share it with the community. Be sure to leave it in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what kind of guide you would like to see next, as I just keep pumping out videos, have so much to cover still. But yeah, I'd love to help you guys. So if you have a specific idea, let us know in the comments. Oh, and be sure to join our community Discord with thousands of members. People are grouping up right there to do some efficient farming in Palia as well as other games. But that is it for today. Ladies and gentlemen, a big thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video or live stream. Take care. Peace.